Hi everyone. So as promised that I have promised you that I will provide you the complete React.js notes. So in this note series and interview preparation, so what I have decided you is that I will give you my PDF notes from where I have learned. And along with that, I will also provide you a detailed interview level proper notes and some important questions along with some one liner. So I will give you my PDF notes and along with that some different text notes also, so that you can use those notes to improve your interview preparation. Okay, since I already know you that most of you have no front-end development, because everyone you can use a chat GPT and all, and when you ask with people now they will say, yeah, I have created full stack projects. But even when you dig down, when you drill them even on the basic front end, they will like hallucinate and they will be going completely blank. Even you might have also suffered this, like even when a good person will ask in a very good coder who has some experience, so he will ask you basically, so in which area you are confident? You will say, yeah, I have worked a lot like front end, back end, and all. You will say. Then he will simply ask you, what is React.js? There also you can be confused. He can simply ask you, React.js is a framework or library? Then you will say library. Then again one question will arise. What is the difference between framework versus library? Can you give some examples of framework? How it's different? So the question kept on arising. So if you have studied React.js in detail now, you would be able to explain. So you will suppose in the interviews you are explaining your code this way, you have written your code. Then the interview will say, okay, let's change this part and let's fix this and make new changes live in front of the interviewer. Then there you will like literally your mind will go out because you have vibe coded it, or you might know you have just seen the video tutorials and you have just seen it. You haven't written the code by yourself, you haven't typed the code by yourself. Even you have used the VS Code and you have used the autocompletes. Remember my friends, that is not going to help you in the interview. I have a very personal experience. In my starting I got a good company. Oh, in the OA itself I felt like I was literally very confident that I can do it. Even my resume also got shortlisted. I was literally very lucky. That company is really good and I will try in future also multiple times. Let us see. It's okay. uh, we should not get demotivated from failures. Failures is a part of life. Okay, you should embrace it and you should improve yourself. Okay, so what I did, like literally, I forgot to use the curly braces while using JavaScript code inside the React.js. So there was use of map function. They were basically targeting like how to use map function. So there I made a mistake. So it's better you type code yourself. If you wanted to learn anything, just disable all these GPTs and co-pilots and all. If you wanted to learn, write code by yourself, write on paper, write in VS Code each character by character. Okay, so let us don't make the video too longer. Just let's focus on the notes. So this is the notes. Like the first thing is like what is React.js. You can already see here. Okay, so what is React.js, and these are the points you can read it. So the notes I will provide it. Then the second part, why React.js? So why React.js? So these are the things like fast because of virtual DOM, easy to learn. Learning curve is also less compared to the UI technology. High demand and a less. Lots of job in the market and large community. Okay, now move it. Now more about the React.js. So developed by Facebook. Okay, so Facebook has developed this. Okay. So Facebook has developed a current version is 19, and after React you can easily learn React Native. That's the power, man. That's the power. That will help you in the mobile app development. So that's why it's preferred. Okay, and it's very easy to learn. The prerequisites वही basics तुम्हें you should be very comfortable in basic HTML, CSS and JavaScript. बस ये सब these things you have to learn. Okay, and then now let's move what we learn in this is the playlist. You can follow this. It's by code step by step. He has explained very well. Tutorials are very good. You don't have to pay anything, even a single paisa. Okay, and please do subscribe my channel because I'm doing a lot of work to provide you the notes. Okay, very short notes, concise notes, and also I will provide you the text note also, so that you can use it in your interviews. So this is basically the React setup, like how you can do. Then why Vite for React setup? Why we use the Vite? Okay, you can read all these, and after that, these are some examples how we have done it. Okay, so these are the folder structure. You can see like app.jsx. Here we start writing our code. So this is a component, app component. Okay, and the node modules, and then assets, then main.jsx, index.html. These are all package.json, readme file, with.configuration. These all are there. Okay, so now you can go through all these. Okay, and the very good question, like why when we run any wheat now, why it is 5173? So actually we tries to replicate this v I t e. Okay, you can see here also. So wheat means like it's similar to something 5 I, then 7 is like t, and 3 wheat, like that it's try to make it. Okay, so let's move to other pages. So yeah, why wait for React App? It's very fast development server and build tool, efficient production build, simple configuration, TypeScript support, and CSS preprocessor. You can use the Tailwind and all CSS modules are there. Writing first code like React.js mein app.jsx file, you have to just remove all the dummy codes and you have to write your fresh hello world code. Okay, so please go through these, and even I have provided you the example, so you can write this code in your VS Code and check it and run it. Okay, so basically these are the notes. Okay, so please go through it. I have provided you the detailed notes like here hello React and code step by step, so you can type the codes. Use and learn React without installing the file and folder structure. Most important files, configuration file, folder structure, all these you can go through these. Okay, so package.json, you can go through. So this file, this is the first lecture. So I think it's around 30 minutes part I have covered in this one. So this is the notes. You can please go through it in detail. And now let's open the important topic. Now this is the gold mine, man. This is the gold mine I have made for you. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, so let us see. The first thing is what here, what is this React.js nodes? This is what I was saying you. So first of all, what is React.js? Is a JavaScript library used to build interface, user interface, like basically a single page application. You know what does it mean, single page? Single page means, bro, it will have multiple components in it, and when you reload a particular part or particular components in the websites, now the whole website does not reload. Okay, earlier what it happens, if you jump from navbar from home to the contact us, then complete website used to reload, due to which the websites started lagging, it becomes slow. Okay, so nowadays this React is used to create single page applications. Okay, so what does it means? It follows a component based structure and uses a virtual DOM for fast updates. Virtual DOM. Okay, so suppose here you made a change in this button, so it will not replicate or change the whole DOM. It will just find out this part where it has changed, and it will try to just make changes in this part only, and the other DOM it will be same. Okay, then the question is there, like is React a library or a framework? So React is a library. Okay, so in library you have your full control, you can follow your own method, like own way of writing, but in framework you have to follow a certain rules, and the certain steps are there, like this way you have to write the code. What is SPA? So SPA is basically a single page application, loads one HTML page and update content dynamically without full reload. Okay, that's important. And now why is React very fast? Because it uses the virtual DOM, diffing and minimum real DOM updates. Only that part of the DOM is updated in which a change has been seen. Okay, so hope this one you have understood. So now let's come to the second part. So why React is popular? The second question, why React is popular? If interviewer asks you why React is popular, so you will say it's fast due to virtual DOM, easy to learn, high job demands, and large community support. Literally, it is backed by Facebook and it has a very large support of people, and It is loved by so many people, like almost 50 to 60% websites are now made in React.js, and even uh, React Native is also used for mobile application. And the interview question: does React update the real DOM directly? No, no, friend. It updates the virtual DOM first and then patches the real DOM. Only that part is changed. Now, main advantage of React to reusable component and fast rendering. Like suppose once you created a navbar here or a footer, once you have created a footer section, so you can use this footer in different pages of your website. Okay, so like component based, so you can reuse the components multiple time and fast rendering due to the virtual DOM. Okay, so this one is also done. Now let's go to the third one, the facts about React. So it is the, if the interviewers ask you some basic facts about React, so it is developed by Facebook, now Meta, and React knowledge helps in learning React Native for mobile app. That's very fast. You can switch to the React Native. It's almost similar version. So most of the concepts are there, but only few syntactical changes are there. Now interviewer can ask, can React build mobile apps directly? No, you will have to use the React Native. Now the fourth point, prerequisites for React. So you have to learn HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay. So hope you are understanding all this concept, and if you are finding this video useful, please do subscribe to Aslam Coding for more such videos, and I will make the detailed notes also, text note, PDF note, everything I will provide. In the description you can get both of these links, but your duty is just give a heart, give a like कैसा वीडियो लगा, just you can share your feedback, ताकि it will be a great motivation to me. I will provide you more and more notes because it will be helpful for you. Just learning code and following the tutorial help, that's not going to help. No, you have to go through these notes. You will make a, and you will forget. Instead of that, uh, you can take help from this. You just download it and just save it. Is JavaScript mandatory for React? Yes, because React uses ES6 features, functions, modules. Like there is arrow functions, map functions, reduce, filter. All these will be used. Okay, array, objects. There are so many things in the ES6 JavaScript, so that will be used in the React.js. So it's better you be prepared for that. Now topics covered in the React learning. So these are the topics that you will have to learn: setup, basics, hooks, forms, routing, API calls, Redux, Tailwind, CSS and projects, and advanced concepts and interviews. So अभी तक अच्छा लगा भाई, please do subscribe to Aslam Coding. Okay, and most asked areas क्या है भाई, तो hooks है, routing and API handling, these are asked a lot. And in that also, use state is one of the favorite. Use state, use effect, these are the favorite questions of interview. State management. Okay, you can do this. Now React setup using Vite. Okay, so we will use Vite for React setup, the 6 point. So how we used to do? So install node and npm, this npm I, then create project with the Vite, npx create Vite at the latest, install dependencies, and then run download development server. Command, these are the command: npm create Vite project, you have to go in that project, npm install, npm run dev. Now interview question: Vite versus create React type. So create React type, that is earlier called CRA. Okay, so Vite is faster, has instant development server, and a smaller build size. What do you know build size? Like suppose you have created your front end, or your website has been done. Now you have to deploy it. So before deploying, what it happens now, because there are lots of spaces, formatting and all, so React used to compress all these things and different pages of code into a single HTML file, .html it generates. So while generating it in a smaller bundle size, a small build size. Okay, what is Vite? It is a build tool and development server. It's not a framework. Okay, so these kind of small questions might be asked, so it's better you prepare with that. Now React project set, that's also very good question. Okay, so that's index.html, it contains the root div in which other components get, like you can call it, like this is the main root div. Okay, then main.js, it renders the React type. Then app.js, it is the main component of your application. Rendering flow like index.html, this is the root div here, then it will be going like main.jsx, the React app, and then after that from here the app.js, and here you can create multiple, like call your components, and different components you will create, and you can like call in the app.js. Interview का, where does React use render UI inside the root div of index.html? You can see it when React creates a new project. Okay, all these you can try it. So by, if you are finding these notes very helpful, एक कमेंट भाई बनता है, प्लीज लीव अ कमेंट. it takes a lot of time to make these things, okay, and provide you sequentially, and many more notes will come, okay. Don't worry, I'll provide you the detailed notes, because I want that you don't become the vibe coder and you don't be the guy who is just making so many useless projects and just watching the tutorials helps. Don't go for that. And no need to buy, means if you have money you can buy it, but there are, everything is already available on YouTube free. Why not study it? Be sincere, man. So writing first code, remove default code from WS, just clean it, write JSX and create components and import them. Interview, what is JSX? Very important. This is also important interview question. So a JavaScript is syntax extension that looks like HTML and compiled to JSX. Means you can write JavaScript into Java, HTML and JavaScript at the same time inside a same file. JSX. Why components? Because for usability and modular UI. You can just block label, you can create different things separately, and you can just call it in a page, okay. Different components like home, hero section, then the footer section or side, and all this. Functional versus class components. So functional uses hooks and it's modern nowadays. Functional is used only, class uses life cycle method and is older. Now nobody uses, very little use or almost no use. Everyone uses functional now, okay. Now core interview question. सब्सक्राइब कर लेना भाई अच्छा लगा हो तो, एंड लाइक करो भाई, सब्सक्राइब, इट्स न्यू चैनल, ज़्यादा अभी कुछ है नहीं. आई एम ट्राइंग टू बी एक्टिव ऑन दिस चैनल. एंड नाउ वर्चुअल डोम, इन मेमोरी डोम कॉपी यूज्ड फॉर efficient updates. Virtual DOM, it's just a memory DOM copy होता है, that's for used for efficient updates. Then props versus states. So props are read only inputs, okay, used to send data from one component to another. And the state is a mutable internal data used to manage the states of the different components, okay. Why key in a list? To help React identify changed elements efficiently. Like if there are multiple, suppose list, then everyone has a key, unique ID. So which one has, suppose this has changed, so React will find this and it will modify in the virtual DOM. Then this one, it will not generate any error. Then some more good questions. Use effect purpose. So handle side effect like API calls and subscriptions. So it handles the changes, the side effects, okay. So you will learn about this also. Now we are coming to the end. Controlled versus uncontrolled. This is also one of the favorite question of the interviewers. Controlled versus uncontrolled form. Controlled uses means we are controlling a form state using the React use state, okay. And uncontrolled means we are directly using the use ref, means we are taking the access of DOM directly with the use ref hook, okay. And when you are using the use state to handle the state of the different input fields, so that is a very safe way to do in the React.js. So that is called controlled way. React memoization prevents unnecessary render using memoization, use memo, use callback, okay. So these are also hooks you will learn later on in other notes, okay. What is reconciliation? Process of diffing virtual DOM and updating real DOM. Like this is the DOM tree, suppose. DOM stands for document object model, okay. Suppose like if it is like this way, and suppose there is a change, suppose there is a change in this part, okay. So diffing means, so like it will just search here and it will find out, yeah, so this one has changed. So this is like a virtual DOM will be there and it will just update it. So this is our reconciliation. What is reconciliation in React? So comparing the new virtual DOM with the previous virtual DOM and finding the minimum changes. Like the previous one, this one was not affected, but now here it has been affected. So it will find out, oh, here the changes happen. So it will find it and update only the required parts of the real DOM, okay. In short, what it is doing is state or props change, the new virtual DOM, it will like diffing, find out the change, minimal real DOM update. That minimum changes will be updated, okay. So this is all for today. Now this is code splitting. So loading components lazily to reduce bundle size. Okay. SSR versus CSR. SSR renders on server side rendering, and CSR renders on client browser. So you can read further. React Fiber new rendering engine enabling async rendering and prioritization. Okay. Then the final one, React is a component based JavaScript library. Remember, it's a JavaScript library, not a framework, for building fast single page applications using virtual DOM, reusable components, and efficient rendering. So this is all. I will provide you the text one also notes and the PDF notes. Both will be provided, and please stay tuned to this and subscribe to Aslam Coding and many more like complete notes I'll provide to you. Okay. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.